Welcome to my life as an NPC. I am Carbon Scythe, and today we're going to continue to play Leap of Faith. So we are getting Kevin to take us to Stephanie, and we're gonna hash some things out. And maybe now she's going to tell me why she had to leave me to save my life and whatever is going on. It sounds stupid, but I guess we'll see. No? Let's go. I should have done this a long time ago, instead of in the middle of a getaway with Lexi. But it's time to get some answers. Cece? I'm coming with you. What? Why? You don't have to do that. Why do you need to get an answer? I just need to get an answer. I don't get it. I'm not sure I can give you any kind of answer. You don't have to. She will. Oh. Just how did she destroy me, essentially? You want to talk to Steph? Nope. I just need to see her. What is it you're calling it? The eye thing? Right. That thing is right. You're good at reading people. Reading people? Yeah, that. So, we cool? Yes, that's fine. Much better. Sorry I haven't been able to get Night Dog's autograph or don't say anything. Oh, we haven't missed that, have we? We still have... Oh, we can't check that, but I think we still have some time left. By the way, that autograph. Night Dogs? Yeah, him. I haven't had a chance to ask Lex about it yet. That's fine. And this is more important than that anyway. This is more important? I thought you adored that dog guy. I do. Then why... Never mind. You're acting strange. Mm-hmm. And I still have a bit of a cold. I do feel a lot better, but my systems are still not fully functional. Kevin, it's time to go. Sure thing, miss. Where to? Oh, I forgot to ask where... Do you know where Holly lives? She's living permanently at the Ritz, sir. Yes, I give him a for France accent. Let's go there then. Absolutely. ETA 22 minutes. ETA 22 minutes. My water is lukewarm. Is that her? Yes. I'm not sure this is a smart idea. To be honest, I'd like to just leave it as it is and walk back out the door. Kinda late for that, considering that you just took a car ride here. Kurt, this is probably the only chance you have at getting her story. You have more to lose if you walk away from her and out that door than if you walk to her. And you will never again have to wonder why she left. Yeah, you're right. Let's get it over with. Yeah, at least I'll know. I can just walk out afterwards. But I still hate what she did. Angry approach. Ooh. No harm in hearing her out. Neutral approach. She's looking beautiful. Ugh. We do not wanna sim for her that badly. Ah, there! Right, I'm stuck in being a dick mindset. I thought the phone was up here. But no, it's here. I didn't miss that, did I? Yeah, that's that. Get Night Dog's autograph, exactly. We still have 2 more opportunities. But considering that I want to hook up with, be with Lexi, I think I'm going to miss out on this one completely. And we have new contacts. Oh, right, this is the bio. It's not the chat. But I still hate what she did. I think that's the one I need to go with. She destroyed us. Stephanie? Huh? Kurt? Talk. Okay. Where to start? At the beginning? Let me say that you are probably better off walking out that door without knowing. I'm not going to do that. Okay, but brace yourself, because this is what I've been trying to protect you from. I used to work for a subdivision of Homeland Security, the counter-terrorist unit. At the age of 18? Homeland? I don't get it. Are you telling me that my dad was a terrorist? The right term for it is... I was an agent, but my office, that's not what you see in the movies. Most of the times it's only paperwork and phone calls. Basically it's a system set in place to check for suspected terrorist activity. Lots of things might trigger it, and then it's our job to check it further. For instance, if somebody buys a lot of chemicals, we have to check up on them. Because we don't want people going around making homemade bombs, do we? Other times, somebody tries to become a pilot without going through the proper channels. In which case we check a bit of the person's background to avoid, well, you know. I don't know what this has got to do with me. In almost all of the cases, it just takes a phone call or background check, and we can dismiss the threat and move on. And I got $200,000. Right. Why did I do that? But sometimes we have to dig a bit deeper, and sometimes very much deeper. Which means she started working me at the age of 16. Give or take. So about a year after I started working there, I got a file on my desk. It was rather simple. I was to do a bit of background check on this person who had received a lot of money from someone connected to the Middle East. Me? Yes. I'm not sure I like where this is heading. You wanted a story, right? I could not conclude anything from my check, so my boss asked me to get closer to you. So it was time for me to do my first real field job. That's when I joined your school. Jesus, Steph. I told you I don't know my dad, never did. I know. And it didn't take more than a month to get all the answers I needed, and to know that this was a false warning. But by then, it was too late. I got feelings for you. Wait, did they? No, wait, for his 17th birthday, because Dad thought it was his 18th. For his 17th birthday, you got $200,000. Okay, 17 years old. Still very much too young to work in Homeland Security. Even if you pretend to be 17 years old, but you're actually like 20, still very... You have to be top of the class for that to happen. I would assume. And after 1 month, you were too deep in order to give up on us. So instead of reporting in that everything was okay, I asked for more time because I wanted to stay with you. I got more time. In the meantime, I truly fell in love with you and we became a couple. Every time I was supposed to finish the job, I asked for more time. I kept it up for almost 3 years, and by then I couldn't care less about my work. I was more than sure that I wanted to spend all my life with you. I'm so sorry, but this is so stupid. You had 1 month, you were done in 1 month, and thought, yeah, I can't do my job anymore, I need to stay with this man. And you stayed for 3 years. Between the ages of 17 and 20. So, 19. 17, 18, 19. You joined my school as a fake student. To get close to me. Because you thought I was a terrorist. Well, it all checks out with everything I've been saying so far. Go on. I have no input for this. In the end, I delivered my resignation notice, and I thought everything was okay. But me quitting, while being way overdue on a job without what they believe was a suspected terrorist, lit up pretty much every red light at Homeland. It took them less than an hour to appear on my doorstep. I spilled everything. About why I'd used so much time figuring you out. That the real reason was that I'd fallen in love with you. That you were innocent from the start. But in addition to them thinking I'd gone rogue, they had come across some pictures. It seemed somebody has been taking pictures of me. Of us. What? Who? I don't know who. They never told me. But judging from their reaction, it was bad. Really bad. So with everything concluded, they decided to put both me and you into a witch sack. Okay, but just something that just hit me is, why are you telling me this in this open bar area? Why not go to Holly's room? Yes, it's way too dangerous a place to say any of this. Witch sack? The witness security program. I haven't been in anything like that at all. You have. You just didn't know it. They set you up with a low profile job to get you out of the sunlight. No. A job that paid you way more than it should have. Because I asked them to transfer my salary to your paycheck as well. I felt it was the least I could do. After all the shit I don't. It was only meant to last a few months tops, but dragged on and on and on. I was so fed up with just sitting there in an apartment in Maine somewhere, that they wouldn't allow me back to work, thinking I was a part of something shady. Not until about a year had passed. I wanted to contribute to finding out why they'd found picture of us. I know that my friend from work, Melvin, was already on the case. He was in the Middle East in Europe, working the case. So I got reinstated, and I teamed up with him and they worked the case together. Your husband? Pretend husband, Kurt. It was part of the cover story. We did all kinds of work all over Europe, but couldn't find anything. It lasted up until about a week ago. That's when they finally concluded that you were no longer a target. They shut down your witch sack and let you go. And I could go home, and that's why I was fired. On the way home, me and Melvin got asked to do one last job together, to babysit this celebrity at the Metro. We were specifically told to keep the cover story up. I don't know why. So it was one more night at the Metro, then I could finally go see you again. Okay. Since they were not told why, then that means that this was also part of the cover story, but not even they knew about it. They were thinking that someone in the Bureau of Homeland Security was following Kurt around. It paid way more than I could afford to say no to. And that's when I met you there. I was so high on all kinds of feelings and a little bit drunk. All I had to do was look you in the eyes, and I forgot everything that had happened the last 2 years. I basically jumped into your arms. I've never been as happy as I was right then and there. But instead, I fucked everything up, again. It was not how I wanted things to go when I met you again. You threw a shoe at me. And I'm really sorry about that. Right then and there I was so frustrated, and I didn't even think clearly. But I went through more than 700 days of hell, just to make sure you could go on living blissfully ignorant. And then you come telling me you looked into my eyes and saw no emotion whatsoever. That really, really hurts. I never cared about anybody as much as I care about you. Not even Melvin. Melvin? What do you mean? He was my partner. Intimately. Listen, you've seen me naked a bunch of times. It's completely natural. We have to change wardrobe quickly in the middle of a job or in a tight spot. We can ask for privacy. We can't ask for privacy because there is none. We sleep in the same bed, but go out and socialize together. Hug, hold hands. Heck, even kiss if it helps the cover story. But we know the limits. He's my friend and a damn good agent. I don't love him, and I know who his girlfriend is. I would never jeopardize that for him or me, her or you, no matter how hard they itch. Kurt, you are the only person I've ever made love to. I still... Steph. I understand when you did what you did, and I forgive you, which is what I can't answer because I'm angry. I literally don't know what to think right now. I can never forgive you for what you have done. I think that is the most appropriate one. All the things you just told me, I honestly don't know what to think of it. Maybe I would have been better off not knowing anything, but thank you for telling me. I should be devastated, but I'm strangely relieved. For that, I can only thank my friends. That you met in the last 2 weeks. And speaking of, I have to return to them now. Other than that, I don't know what the future brings. In any case, I wish you all the best. Maybe our paths will cross again someday. You got the story. Kurt? Let's go. No. What happened? Tell me. Now? Yes. It's one hell of a story. Probably something I can tell my grandchildren about someday. But for now, I need to get out of here. And her? Steph? How is she? What do you mean, how is she? Is that really important right now? I've known you for about 1 week, but I got a good read on you and the kind of person you are. I know what she meant to you. Your eyes aren't lying. Will you get to the point? Really? You don't know? You're making no sense at all right now. Or in the car earlier. You're doing fine now, aren't you? You have friends, you moved on. Your life is going in the right direction. There's no scar to show for. Yes, I'm fine right now. But I wasn't for 2 years. Why are you so stubborn about this? Your eyes. I've seen that look before. I saw it in the mirror before I went to the bridge that day. Fuck you, she's gonna take a life. That's what she's saying. And at the hospital with me the day after, you said you would have done the same no matter who was on the bridge. I'm telling you, that she's standing on that bridge right now. You might be the only one that can stop her. What are you saying? I can see that you feel shitty right now. And I understand you have the right to feel so. But I've heard stories of how you all had the time of your life. You, Chris, Linda. You've all told me the same thing. Go back and bring her along with us. Ooh, under the threat of suicide? Yeah, I kinda have to. You're right. She should join us. I don't love her anymore, but I feel wrong about leaving her here. Not only that, but her friend Holly is here, which means she's going to become friends with Lexi. She's going to be part of my friend group eventually. So this is the most appropriate thing to do. Steph? Huh? Kurt? I don't feel right about leaving you here. Me and my friend over there are staying with Lexi. So are Chris and Linda. Even Holly is there right now. Please come join us. And see some old faces again. But Chris hates me. He'll be fine, I promise. Let me just... Wipe your tears, yes, I get it. I don't cry. I know, take the tissue. Mrs. Melvin. Well, this lovely woman is Cece. Cece, meet... Okay, the only thing that makes sense here is because she knows that she's gonna take her life, and she knows how to fix that by being overly friendly right from the start, or she sees that this is a great person in the eye thing, and she says, this is a person I want to be friends with, this is a person I'm going to be a friend with. Those are the only two reasons. And that's because Cece is who she is. Otherwise this would not be cool. So good to meet you, Stephanie. Nice to meet you too, Cece. Let's get out of here. There's a nice pool waiting for us at Lexi's place. That does sound very refreshing. That's your phone. Not going to answer it? Nope, I closed that chapter of my life. Oh. Cece, you're an odd one. You okay? I'm fine, just a bit overwhelmed by it all. And you? Completely overwhelmed. And I don't even think it's sunk in yet. But let's leave it behind for now. That would finally be a welcome relief. But first, it's getting late here, so... Ow! It's in the middle of the day. We have either Drifty haven't done the shading correctly, or we have tinted windows. That would finally be a welcome relief. You saved my life, you know. Kurt? Cece, you don't have to. Kurt saved my life. I'm not sure I follow. I had finally decided how to do it. I was going to jump from the Vincent Bridge. I drank just the right amount of alcohol and took some painkillers to make me drowsy. And still the hospital couldn't find any pills, okay? Then Kurt came along. He almost stopped me from jumping just by talking. But I was just too tired of it all to care. So I still jumped. People that are serious about wanting to kill themselves don't go about it blindly, you know. There's always a lot of planning behind it. That's also the reason why that bridge has such a high suicide rate. It's a minimum 205 feet, 62.5 meters. Drop to the water surface at high tide is enough to kill you. So we know it gets the job done. And that would have been the end of me. I have no idea how it got to me that fast. But it did. And he held on to me. And I was so mad at him for catching me because I was ready. Everything was perfect. But then I heard his voice. I looked into his eyes and I knew I had to let him pull me up. I'm so sorry. Are you okay now? I went to that bridge after he had met you. If he hadn't met you, he'd still have been at the metro. And I would have been dead. So you see, you saved my life too. I don't know what to say. I'm just saying, even bad things lead to good outcomes. And let's change the subject because wow, do you look good in that dress? I could look good I couldn't look good in it if I tried. Steph always looked good in these types of dresses. She has the body for it and the right amount of flair. Okay, now you're making it awkward. Well, it's true, but don't let it get to your head. I'm not singing. All these green lights, and are they coming to see? Caught between red and green. Probably some actual song. I'm stuck in the blue. I love that song. Oh, there was this song. I'm stuck in the blue. You're one special woman. You know that, Cece? We're all special. You're special too, you know. And you. Kinda. How about we go back to Lex's place? And start enjoying this getaway a bit. Well, I guess it's time to head back inside. Excuse me, sir. A word if I may. 1 second, Kevin. Wait outside a bit, will you? Sure. I'm sorry, I could not help but overhear that you were trying to get hold of Night Dog's autograph. That's true. Cece is a huge fan. And since I know Lexi has been working with him earlier, I thought she might be able to help me get it for her. Aha. The reason I asked is because me and Rob, I mean Night Dog, we go back quite a bit, and I still see him from time to time. If you would like to surprise Cece with something a bit more than just an autograph, I might just be able to arrange that. A bit more? You just say the word and I'll arrange something. Are you sure? I wouldn't want to make any trouble for you. Nonsense, no trouble. I'll talk to Lexi too and we'll set up something. Thank you, Kevin. Don't mention it. No, seriously, do not mention it. And also don't mention my French accent. Well, here we are. I think I should go see Holly. Probably a good idea. Let me go break the news to Chris and Linda. Come, Steph, I'll join you. I have no idea how they would react to me bringing Steph back. Let's hope they take it well. Hey guys! Kurt, you're back! My man! You had me worried there for a minute. Worried? He's thinking about Steph. Well, you're going to talk to her without much warning. I wasn't sure what to expect. At least I got the truth, but boy! So, here's what's been going on. And that's pretty much all of it. Holy shit! That is one hell of an insane story! Linda, what is it? I knew. Excuse me? I mean, I didn't know all of it. I've been seeing Steph for a few days. How? You've been seeing Steph for a few days, which means you did run into her. I think I mentioned that in a previous episode. Not only that, but you would probably have tried to ask her for money or stay or something like that. Or try to bite her head off after talking about me. I'm sorry I lied. I haven't been searching for a job. I missed her, you know. You're saying that you've been seeing her all along? No, I got in touch with her after I got back to town. We met up in a coffee shop. We met up for a coffee and talked for a bit. And she told you everything? No. But enough for me to know that she needed someone to confide in. That's all of the crazy stuff you just told us. I had no idea what I should do. You should have done something. You know my tormented brother over here really needed to. Like you're the one to talk. She was my friend too, you know. And mine too. Don't you come with that Stop it! Both of you. That's enough. Enough of all the Steph pretense talk. None of that shit matters right now. My stuffy nose is just ruining everything. We're here at Lexi's place and we're going to have a good time. I know I am. And if you for some reason are unable to, I swear to God I'll have Kevin drag your moody asses back into the plane and fly all the way home. Because I'm here with my best friends. That involves you, Chris. And you, Linda. And the woman behind you walking towards you right now. Hey guys. Steph! I'm so happy you're here. No words. Brown bag. Are you sure about this, brother? Yes, Chris. It's not the good old days, but for this little vacation I hope it can be something close to it. Now, go say hello. Steph! It's good to see you, Chris. Really good. You left me too, you know. And I'm very sorry. But an agent? Like 00 Steph? Come on, Steph, we're raiding Lexi's wardrobe. That dress of yours isn't meant for hot summer days. I'll tell you all about it later, Chris. Everything okay? Yeah, sure. Not only that, but why is she allowed to talk about it now? Isn't there a prescription time or something like that? You're not allowed to talk about this for like 5 years, perhaps? Honestly, that felt way better than I thought it would. I know what you mean. And that is the end of this episode. We talked to Steph, we found out so many things, and all at the same time it feels like... I'm not sure if this is bad writing on Drifty's part, because even if she was at the top of the class, of every class since birth, she would have to be at least 22, I'd say, in order to get that kind of job, to do that kind of field work. And then on top of that, she goes back 5 years and pretend to be a 17-year-old. Unless she was pretending to be 1 year older or something like that, but it didn't really seem like it. But yeah, I'm not sure I like this. But we still have a lot of game left to play, so we'll see where it goes. I'm still confused, and yeah, this part was meant to play with your feelings. There's no doubt about that. And right now, I feel very played with at the moment. And not to say that even that everyone in this game, except for Steph, honestly, is just an NPC. I said in the beginning that Chris was the MVP, but Steph is the PC. She's the main character here. By all means. By everything considered. Consider everything. So yeah. It's just a strange story so far. But if you want to see more of the games that I've been playing, you can find them at the bottom of the screen. And remember, just because you're not the main character doesn't mean you're not important. Goodbye everyone.